Hello guys, this is Daji from Gala FC again. I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things. One is about the mindset. Last week I did a podcast about defender's mindset and kind of like the process of a player when he's receiving the ball and what are the things that, especially with our system, what they should be thinking about. Okay, so we're going to be kind of talking about a couple of things, and one of the questions came to me is what a D mid or a center mid thinks. So the thinking process is very simple. Obviously, depends on the situation. There is millions and billions of different ways of thinking it, but it's a general thinking when you're receiving the ball is actually very simple with our system. So if you're receiving the ball facing your own goal and there's pressure coming from behind you, first of all, you're thinking, I need to check around me, right, before you receive the ball. Let me see what's around me. So once you do a quick check from your shoulders, you're going to be able to see, and your mind can think a lot faster than you can. So your mind takes a picture of that. You just need to start processing that a lot faster by playing more and more and training more and more with this mentality. You're going to be able to make decisions quicker. So when you do that check, you're going to be able to see maybe two players from your team. One is a drop, one in the wide option, okay? And then you see maybe three players. One coming from your goal, one coming from behind you a little bit this way, and maybe one up there marking that player. So a good center mid, when he receives the ball now, he calculates that very quickly and realizes that player that was in the drop right here is the most open one. So they drop it to him and they can process, right? So if you are not there yet, the processing this information fast enough, one of the things you can do to gain more time to kind of think about it, you touch it, but not forward necessarily. If you turn right away, you might have pressure behind you and you're not aware of it, you're going to be losing the ball. So sometimes it's a good idea to touch it in a triangle angle. So like if there's a player behind me, I'm going to touch it in an angle away from the player behind me, this way or that way. That gains me some space to be able to turn and look behind me to be able to see the pass. You understand? So that actually touch, and a lot of forwards need to learn that touch too. The triangle touch, I also call it Drogba touch. He used to do this a lot. Away this way and turn. So it's a triangle and turn. So when you touch it away, you can bring your body and shoulders facing the area you guys gonna pass it to. Okay? So like I said, if you check your shoulders and you can process this information fast and you are aware who's open, who has the best option to go to, you can pass to that player. And also with that first, if you have a quick processing system in your mind, if you get to that point, and it takes a long time, by the way, to get to that point, you can also know exactly where to touch the ball too. So that would be like the first level of that. So if you kind of check your shoulders and you know there's space right here, you can touch it there, and everybody can really do that, and that's a good process system in your mind. But to be able to think about all the information quickly, entering the data to your mind and then making the best decision out of that, it takes a while, okay? But you can train your mind to do that. You can start collecting the information and you're like, okay, that's the best option. And you make a mistake and later you can think, you know what, I should have chose the other one. And so your mind, you don't realize it, but your mind is actually registering that information. You're correcting yourself. So every mistake you do with that, and especially when you look behind and you look back and say that, oh, I made a mistake with that, it's correcting it. So your response time is going to be shorter and shorter. Your muscle reflex is going to be shorter and shorter. So you're going to be able to respond a lot quicker. So that's for the center mids, okay? So the defensive mids. So when you're facing your own goal. So what if you're receiving the ball from the side? So from a square ball. I want you guys to, in our system especially, do not ever be flat. I do not like the whole square ball system because when, like, let's say you are passing it to me, and I'm looking at you, and I don't know what's coming behind me. I don't know what's out there right away. I mean, I can check, yes, I can, and same idea, you can do that, that's great. But why not go a little deeper and start facing forward and see all the options right away? And when you get the ball, you also can be away from the pressure coming. You can see better passing options. So that's the mental thinking process when you're receiving the ball from the side. You want to be a little bit deeper than the player you're going to receive it from. If you're going to pass to me, I'm going to go a little deeper to be able to face up so I can see the next pass, next opportunity, even a long pass. Players, like, if you guys want to watch players, there's two things I just explained. If you watch the videos of Andre Pirlo, Pirlo as in Pirlo, you're going to be able to see a lot of this movement, the thinking process, and how quickly this player can respond. And I think it's a great example for all of you guys. So I hope that you guys pay attention to that. What about when you have the ball and you're moving forward? What is the thinking process? So as a best center mid, if you're moving forward and you see a pass that could start an attack for the next 5-10 seconds, you could create a goal. Always you can pass that and release that ball right away. Okay? But if you see the defense is doing a good job, being compact and moving to the side you are dribbling towards, then you gotta trick them. Now the mindset is this: I'm gonna try to bring the ball. I know they're defending that side well, but I'm not gonna try to turn to the other side right away. I want them to go there even more. So I'm gonna dribble a little bit more this way, so I can bring more people, more numbers from the other team that way. Then I'm gonna change the direction and open the game to the other side. That's my thinking process. And again, Pirlo, amazing at. Okay, there's a lot of good players with this mindset. And if you rewind back, if you check Clarence Seedorf was amazing with this mindset. Now De Jong playing Barcelona, Rakitic, Modric, these guys are incredible at this mindset. So I would recommend you guys watching those. So like I said, it's simple mindset in different positions. In simple, I know I can open this up and probably talk about what else you can do for hours and hours. But think about what I just said and process this information. Thank you guys.